Interesting. But sometimes I feel we focus on the result and the outcome. Mm-hmm. We forget the process.
Yeah.
Right now we're gearing up to the general election next year, And of ultimate concern to every political player is the process. We keep talking about the IBC, and all the other players. What's your take on the process, especially on this, that was just concluded yesterday, the Emurua because concerns were raised. We saw concerns from Kaspool, Malava, Mbeere North, and they seem to keep on repeating themselves. And we all know it is an effort of the different political formations to just assert their authority, their control. And as they do that, they tend to violate the law, the electoral laws that we do have. But what's your take on the process? Even as you congratulate the winner, even as you're happy about the outcome, but what's your take on the process?
That's a very great question, because naturally people don't look at the process. We always look at the outcome. And I want to look at how, even as a political party, DCP, we came out, we had a candidate, first of all, because we had several. And we had to, sit down and have a consensus on which candidate was going to be the flag bearer of DCP. And then going back to the ground and looking at how...
You did not carry out... voting.
No.
It was a consensus building.
Yes, it was a consensus. In all Kalau, that's where we had a nomination. Okay. We conducted nominations. And I want to we look at back in Emurua decade, because maybe because this is what has been concluded right now, and look at the campaign and how campaigns were done. And if you could see photos from Emurua decade, and just talk about even the commercialization of politics that has been such a vice in this country. Emurua decade was very different. DCP party is a new party, and we don't even draw funds from political parties fund. But in that community, they understood that we don't have merchandise. So they will buy, the Uhuru bags and wear them, the green bags. And for them, it wasn't about, I have to have merchandise, you have to give me something so that I'm able to vote you in. They wanted change for them. And I saw them, receiving this young man. Our candidate was about 35, 36 years old. And for them, they didn't think about how much money they can get from this candidate. They just wanted to show up for their son. And they just needed somebody as fierce as Ngong used to be. And I watched them. It was a very interesting. I did not have the opportunity to go there, but I kept following up and making calls with people who are doing the campaigns down there. And for them, this process, they didn't even look at the governor. They didn't look about the woman. They didn't want to be involved in their politics. They said, for us, we don't care about who the governor is supporting or not. It's about this particular candidate. And I could see, we didn't see the usual UDA, strongholds going on ground. We didn't see Farouk Kibet there. We didn't see them. Emurua Dikir didn't want foreigners in their politics. For them, the process was all about them, and they really prioritized what they want. So for me, I was really happy to see politics wasn't commercialized. In at least for our political party, we didn't get to spend, and we don't have that money. But we saw them wearing Uhuru bags on their head, sitting down, listening to our candidate, and I think for me, it changed me. If Emurua Dikir can do that, and advice has said it's such a unique constituency, it's true. I hope that